Well, I just picked up the eggs from Costco. By request, my family has requested that I bring the Easter eggs for Easter. So I'm going to make my famous deviled eggs. Well, they're very famous in my family and among my friends. You'll see that tomorrow for Easter. It is 5:52 and it's April 16th, Saturday. So tonight we're just going to prepare the egg white. The Instant Pot is on standby. But first, I need my eggs to be room temperature. Okay, my eggs are at room temperature. It is now 7 o'clock p.m. So this is gonna take a couple of batches for me because I have the mini Instant Pot, and so it only holds, you know, about a dozen at a time. Well, I'll do it twice. I'll get as many in there as I can. So I'm just gonna take off my trivet from the bottom. I store the egg guy right in there, but and just place the silicone into the Instant Pot. I have here my 1 cup of water, and I do the 5-5-5 deal. 5 minutes in, 5 on release, and 5 into a water bath, and the eggs will be perfect. So, gonna get these all cooked up and cooled off, and then we will be right back. Okay, I have all of the eggs done and peeled, and I just put them back into the container. So I always figure that I'm going to get about 45 out of the 48, because I'm gonna need 3 more yolks the way that I make my eggs. The thing is, I've become known for my deviled eggs, so, you know, I could never just throw together some deviled eggs and throw them on a plate. No, that would not work anymore. I have to use the proper tools. You don't necessarily have to. They're going to be delicious if you use my recipe and just spoon them in. You don't have to do it the way that I do. Tool number 1. Pampered Chef crimper. So here it is, and I got this probably in the 90s. This actually, I can't even take credit for this idea. This is my twin sister, Jeanette. She would throw together her deviled eggs, but she had to use the little nice crimper. So this is how I slice them, and it just gives beautiful ridges that do not happen if you just take like a paring knife and slice your egg. This adds a whole new dimension of beauty. Tool number 2, the Pampered Chef decorator. Yeah, this was very popular in the 90s. You know this guy. This is how I fill them. So this is actually the second one that I've owned, because the first one I owned, this thing cracked, so it was rendered useless. And then I got lucky and found this thing at a garage sale. Ooh, I was so excited to get another one. Otherwise, you can just use, you know, the Wilton, or you could use, you know, a baggie and cut the tip and put a coupling and a tip in there. But you could scoop it in with a spoon. I just never could. I could never do that. Well, not and present it somewhere. I could do that if I was just gonna, you know, have some in the fridge for me. I have to tell you about the Snapware. Have you ever seen this? Now, I was having to drag these deviled eggs all over the city, you know, various towns every time somebody said, "Can you bring your deviled eggs?" One year, my daughter fixed my issue and bought me these Snapware sets. Now they are fabulous. So there's 2 lids. Well, I have 4 sets right here. Now you can bring all 4, this is for 48. You can bring them, or you can separate them. Say a smaller party, and I'm only gonna bring a tray of 2. Aren't they fabulous? Honestly, I have no idea where she got these, but they have made my life so much easier. And then I just bring a pretty tray, because they're all gonna go, you'll see, tomorrow. You just take this crimper. People use this a lot for like carrots, for veggies. Oh, that is just stunning. And then you can see how nice they come out. See? All right, I'm going to do this with all of them. They just fall out when they are perfectly cooked in the Instant Pot. Oh, I just love these ridges. Okay, so these actually came from each of the 3 batches. Here are my beautiful yolks. They're just gorgeous. I would much rather undercook the egg yolk than overcook them. And depending on where the eggs were sitting, these did not make the cut as far as, you know, getting fully cooked. Here's my waste. I'm just gonna put this in a bowl, a small bowl, and microwave them just for a minute. I have 44 of these beautiful egg whites. I mean, just get a look at those ridges. I just love the ridges. They add so much class. It did only take a minute for those undone egg yolks. Look how beautiful yellow this is. It's very pretty. So I'm gonna grab the Snapware lid, and we will be giving these egg yolks a lot of love in the morning. I'm just gonna put these in the refrigerator. I will tell you, I do this now because I used to just cook all the eggs up and throw them in a big bowl and throw them in the fridge overnight and then slice them in the morning. But that was a problem because when they're laying on top of each other, there'd be like a big indentation there, and I would lose a lot more egg whites. So this is how I do it now to get the most for our money. Because there are never enough deviled eggs. All right. We will see you in the morning. Right now it is 9:45 p.m. So that's how long this all took us. Good morning, my peeps. Happy Easter. It's time to put the eggs together. Now I have to tell you, I had to figure this out last night because I never measured any of this. I just made it to taste. So I put it pen to paper down last night and have a pretty good guesstimation of what I do for the double batch. In the description, I will put half the recipe for a dozen, to do a dozen at home. But this is essentially a doubled batch. Okay, we'll start over here on the left. We have the Duke's mayonnaise, that's a half a cup. We have this dry mustard, ground mustard, There's 4 teaspoons of that. And then 4 teaspoons of the Stone Ground Koops, or you could use Dijon, whatever mustard you would prefer. I do not like using yellow mustard in my deviled eggs. Here I have 2 teaspoons of red wine vinegar and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Here we have our pink salt, onion powder, and black pepper. So here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of each. Yes. Here I have my sweetener of choice, the monk fruit erythritol, and that is, 2 tablespoons of sweetener. And this wonderful ingredient, 4 tablespoons of butter. This really makes it just so smooth and creamy. And then my star ingredient is the Mount Olive dill relish. Not the sweet, unless you're not low carb. But, so I get the Mount Olive dill because it's not sweetened. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the ingredients for the filling. So let's put it together. First up, the egg yolks. So now people tend to not beat these up good enough. I used to really spend a lot of time just with the fork, but now I've learned I really like the whisk to do this. So I'm taking my yolks. Well, they're very cold. Ugh. Okay. Got my yolks in the bowl. These eggs are giving me a bit of trouble because the yolks are so cold. So I went ahead and got out my big bowl and, my little sieve here, and I'm gonna push it through because this needs to be super fine. I'm gonna just do that. Look at what I do for my friends and family. Okay. Oh, that looks beautiful. I'll show it to you when I have it all done. Okay, get a look at this. Do you see how fine these eggs are? It's super duper fine. I don't always have to do this. I don't know what it depends on. Sometimes it's, the humidity and such, but sometimes I can just mash it with a fork, and other times, like this time, I'll need to do this. So they're very moist, I believe, from being in the refrigerator all night. I also had to paper towel down my my egg whites because they received moisture as well. So apparently I need to adjust some settings in my refrigerator. Okay, so first thing I want to do is add the dry ingredients. So here I have the onion powder, black pepper, and the salt. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on in. And then this, the ground dry mustard. We will just whisk that together. Like so. Okay, next, our wonderful butter. Oh, no, let's do the sugar first, the sweetener. Stir that in. Yeah, see, that seems to be like sucking up moisture. All right, I'm gonna grab a spoon. Throw the butter in. This is extremely soft. It's been out for days in my butter dish. butter and the mayo. Okay, now I'm not at all positive that I have enough mayo in here. I always tend to add more. This does not look like enough, but we will see. I switched to the spatula because of the moisture in the egg yolks. It was just sticking all over my whisk. This looks great. I just love this. I've mentioned this before. This is the Rachel Ray spatula for pans and bowls. But it's the rounded edge. It's really a great design for stirring. Okay, so this looks pretty good. We'll see if we need to add more mayo after I get everything else in. So next up we have the mustard and the lemon juice and the red wine. Gotta have the acid to balance out the sweet. All right, stir this on up. This is looking pretty good. So yeah, I may be fine. I'm going to add the last ingredient is our dill relish. 1/4 cup. It looks like I did a pretty good job, you know, eyeballing with the ingredients that I use, the amounts, because this worked out great. It's perfect. So the Pampered Chef Decorator, I used the largest tip that they have for this. So I'm just gonna put it together. All right, now I'm moved to a spoon, and I'm just going to hold the bottom like so and fill it. And this part goes really fast. Now, put the plunger in. Okay, just until it comes out, and then twist. It tastes good. All right. Now, I don't know how much you'll be able to see here, but I'm just gonna fill just like a star. Sometimes they sink down and you have to give them another little dollop. But this is faster than filling it with a spoon. It seriously is. Okay. All right. So that's that one. So that's what it looks like so far. I'm gonna finish them and then we'll be back. All the eggs are done. It took 3 batches of the filling. So I used every bit of it, and there's enough left over that I can lick the bowl. Oh, so yeah, they look just lovely. They look just like always. Now it's time for the garnish. So today I'm going to use what I have. So I'm using bacon bits, olives, and of course smoked paprika. Buffy has her Easter dress on, isn't it pretty? My sister Jeanette got Buffy this Easter dress. Anyway, so let me put her down. Good girl. So I'm armed with my eggs, and I decided that I was going to show them to you once they're plated, and as you can watch them disappear. But some family members don't want to be recorded, so you may hear some people but not see them. So the ones that want to be recorded, you will see. So, all right, it's 12:20. I'm right on time. So we are off to pick up my mom, and I will see you at my sister's house at the lake. Here we are at the lake house, and I plated up the deviled eggs. Now I didn't put an olive slice in every one of them, just some of them. Not everybody is a fan of olives. My sister's flowers look absolutely beautiful.
Those are bulbs.
Oh, they're bulbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very pretty. Okay, here's the Easter table. It's really loud. Okay, we're just gonna go over here. There's the lake, Okachi Lake. Yeah. Okay, so you can see, I'm just gonna span and see, we've got quite a bit of people here right now. That's Tim. Okay, and then over here we got Jen. Okay, at the lake house. We'll get a view of the the eggs shortly. Check out these bunnies. I mean, these came from Vinnie's. Kind of made of straw, but they're I don't know. I thought they were creepy. My sister loved them. I mean, they're on the table, but I don't know. They're kind of growing on me over the years. Here's the egg plates so far. There's a few more in the fridge yet, but they went out for the Easter egg hunt, so we'll get some taste tests going on shortly. Well, when they come back. Happy Easter, Mom.
Thank you.
It's nice to be, it's finally quiet here at the lake house. So
It's very quiet.
Yes, because everybody's doing the Easter egg hunt outside. So, Mom, do you want to try one of the eggs and tell them what you think?
All right.
I put all of the eggs that were left in the refrigerator. So this is all we have. But Renee hasn't arrived yet. And she's the one that requested them. So Mom's going to eat one.
Very good. Did a good job.
Thank you. Yeah, they my nephew-in-law David, he said to me that he was glad that I didn't put the green olive on all of them. See, so not everybody likes the green olive. But
I do.
Yeah, you do? Yeah. I think it adds a lot of flavor. So, all right, we'll be back when Renee shows up, about 10 minutes or so. Okay, Renee just arrived. And she was yelling at me because I texted her and I said, well, I hope there's some deviled eggs left.
Which, she's not allowed to say that because she only makes these like once a year. And she should really be making them for me like every other month. They're the best deviled eggs I've ever had in my life.
See?
Wow.
So there you have it. Well, they are, Mom. I mean, look at them. That's all that's left from my masterpiece. Okay.
Okay. Let me get on that.
All right, we had to move the eggs to one plate now.
Can I have one?
Yes, you can. Let's see how John likes it. How many have you had now, John? 3?
I've had 3.
Okay, Jeanette's had 3.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Delicious.
Jeremy didn't care for the eggs, but look, there's 3 of them on his plate.
Yeah,
Oh,
3 on
oh,
the
look,
plate now.
Renee has another one on her plate over there.
I already ate 2 that were there.
You already ate 2? Oh, so you had 3 on your plate
I
too?
did.
Okay, all right.
Where's some?
Here's my mac and cheese, the carbs I'm eating, and it's absolutely fantastic.
How did?
All right, it is so cute. Yep, here is Renee's homemade from scratch. Every year she makes the carrot cake. So look at it, it looks fabulous. From scratch. So what did you want to say about your carrot cake?
I kind of just had to throw it together this year.
Oh.
But it looks really good.
It looks fabulous. I like the grassy hill.
Together.
It's very cute.
Yeah, we have a
Okay.
10-inch and then 2 eighths.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's cut it.
Okay.
It's sugar free, right?
Yep.
Yeah, right. Right.
There's no powdered sugar or regular sugar.
Should we use the
in
big
it at all.
chef knife?
There's what?
No sugar, no powdered sugar, and no sugar at all.
And you look your mother straight in the eyes and lie to me like that.
I've learned since I was a teen.
Okay. Okay. Ha ha ha. I love you too, honey. All right, let's cut the cake.
We're cutting.
I'm gonna eat this piece of carrot cake.
I don't like
I don't like any other carrot cake
Yeah,
either
me neither.
except yours.
Me neither, actually.
Right. Okay, now look, here's the tray. That's it. Both trays, it's all gone. These last 2, I'm packing up and sending home with Renee. You're welcome, honey.
Thank you.